What's good? What's good? What's good? Man, let me cut to the chase. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? All right, man. We got to chop it up, dog. We got to chop it up. Oh, man. You guys are hilarious, dog. You UK dudes are hilarious, man. You're hilarious. Are you serious? Are you serious? Dude, how stupid. Hey. You think that Anthony Joshua broke any type of ticket sales record, legitimate ticket sale record at Madison Square Garden? You are out of your damn mind. Dog. Eddie bought those tickets. All they did is take those tickets off of the market and didn't make them available. That's the only way he could have done that. Do you know who has been at Madison Square Garden? I can't wait to hear the explanations about how he outsold Michael Jackson. I can't wait. Michael Jackson's 30th reunion concert was at Madison Square Garden. Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier 2 was at Madison Square Garden. The New York Knicks NBA Finals were against the Houston Rockets were at Madison Square Garden. Michael Jordan and the Bulls defending their championships beat the New York Knicks in Madison Square Garden. And you're telling me that Anthony Joshua and Big Baby Miller what are you trying to imply by breaking a record? That it's the hottest thing that came to Madison Square Garden? Are you stupid? Or you just think I'm stupid? Michael Jackson. Have you ever heard of him? Oh, but maybe AJ's just more popular than than Michael Jordan. See, you guys try this crap with Deontay Wilder. You try to talk about this crap with Deontay Wilder. He's better known than Deontay Wilder. Okay. Say he's as well known in the United States as Deontay Wilder. I'll give you that. It's not true, but I'll give it to you. But then you just jump way over the boat to Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, and Michael Jackson. You all are hilarious. You think for 2 seconds about what you're saying? Now, am I a hater? Am I hating by telling you that I don't believe that Big Baby Miller versus Anthony Joshua is a hotter ticket than the Victory Tour? Do you think that? Hey, can somebody get that phone? Do you believe this? Do you believe that? That's what they're trying to convince you of. What's going on, Sugar Fantastic? Hey, Rob Sportsman Lee, he said, if AJ and Big Baby are so popular, why aren't they doing pay-per-view? Dude, let me tell you, when they talk about the ticket sales in Madison Square Garden, seriously and truly, don't even talk about Deontay Wilder. Don't talk about Deontay Wilder. Don't talk about any of that. Talk about Michael Jackson. Talk about Michael Jordan. Talk about Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier. That's where the fight was. If anybody tells you that they think Anthony Joshua's debut performance in the United States of America against Jarrell Big Baby Miller is a hotter ticket than Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier 2 in Madison Square Garden, they are working for Eddie Hearn, or they are complete. They're not even worth. I mean, they don't believe that. They're just lying. They're just lying. I don't even bring up Deontay Wilder, because that's what they're trying to do. They said this to try to put him beyond Deontay Wilder. But in the midst of trying to getting him past Deontay Wilder, he jumped Michael Jackson. and he jumped. Do you realize that Deontay Wilder, I don't even think he's fought in Madison Square Garden. They fight in the Barclays Center. The Barclays Center is in Brooklyn. It's not in Manhattan. That's not where Madison Square Garden is. That's Madison Square Garden. That's the mecca of boxing for a century. Was that? If I don't even want to look at who fought there. I wouldn't be surprised if Joe Louis fought there. I wouldn't be surprised if Jack Dempsey, Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano, and all those guys fought there. I don't even want to look if Tyson fought there. It's Madison Square Garden. He ain't breaking no Madison Square Garden records. Come on, man. I mean, just come on. Don't even talk about I'm telling you, when these guys talk about the record, they're going to bring up Deontay Wilder. Don't waste your time talking about Deontay Wilder because they're not insulting Deontay Wilder. They're trying to, Eddie Hearn with that broke record thing is trying to convince some damn body that this fight with Jarrell Big Baby Miller and Jarrell Big Baby Miller and Anthony Joshua is a more anticipated fight than Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier too. That's what he's trying to say because he said MSG records. Are you joking? Lee Jack said, call me a cynic, but how can Joshua break records in MSG? It makes no sense, but I may be wrong. No, you're not. If you make up a record, look what he did. I'm going to tell you what they did. They bought the tickets themselves. They said it's the same thing they did in the UK. They were already doing this in the UK. That's how they came up with this Anthony Joshua selling out tickets in 3 minutes thing. How can you sell out in 3 minutes? They were sold ahead of time. As soon as they came out, some third-party vendor collected all the tickets and started selling it on their site. That's not people who are actually going to the fight buying the tickets. They were already gone 3 minutes in, but now they're doing it where they're gone before the tickets even go on sale. They're already gone. Pre-sale. They're gone before they were sold. How can you buy something before they were sold? They were sold. But who sold them? I don't even care. I already know what the deal is. You know what the deal is. Eddie Hearn was already doing that in the UK. But I'm not going to debate with these cats about whether or not he did it because they'll say, prove it, right? And then I'll say, okay, prove this. What does it mean that he sold it? He broke records? Prove to me that he sold more tickets than Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier. Are you stupid? He's saying that to try to sell the idea that he's popular. He sold more tickets than Michael Jackson? It's more popular than a Michael Jackson concert? Are you stupid? Straight up. You guys got to drop that one. I was trying to be nice to Anthony Joshua. I was trying. I swear I was trying. But I said this months ago that he was going to bring this ticket scam to the United States. It's the same ticket scam. It's scalping. He scalped the tickets. That's it. How else could you sell 13,000 tickets? I don't care if they were pre-ordered by, there's 13,000 people in the UK that went to who to get the tickets? Where do they go? What mechanism did they pre-order them? And why couldn't I pre-order them? Pre-order them. What is this, an iPhone X or some shit? I mean, come on, man. Just pre-sale is cheaper too. I mean, who cares? Who cares? What they're saying is that they outsold Michael Jackson because he had a concert at the MSG at Madison Square Garden. If they broke ticket sale records in Madison Square Garden, that means they outperformed everybody that sold tickets for an event at Madison Square Garden. That includes the New York Knicks, Michael Jackson, and Muhammad Ali. And you believe that? If you believe that, you're stupid. If you believe that, you're stupid and you deserve to be lied to. Oh, and I'm waiting. Where's the foolishness? Oh no, where's this? So if Wilder and AJ fights, you think the tickets would be sold out less than that? You talking to me? Michael, that could be Deontay Wilder. That could be Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua, and it's still not going to outsell Ali Frazier. It's still not going to do it. It's still not Ali Frazier. It's not a Michael Jackson concert, dude. It's boxing. Right now it's a tertiary sport, and you're telling me that you think that he outsold Michael Jackson. Dude, I have a hard time believing that he'd outsell Rick Springsteen. Okay? Shit, you kidding me? You think, or what's that dude's name? Rick Springsteen. What's the other cat? What's the cat's name? Made in America. What's his name? Is that Bruce Springsteen? He's not going to outsell Bruce Springsteen. Okay? That fight's not going to outsell Bruce Springsteen. He'll be like, women to America. Tickets will be gone, dog. Okay? Get out of here. They might not outsell Cardi B. You trying to tell me that they're going to break the records of Michael? Man, it's just stupid. And I just want to get it on that because he said they're breaking all of your American records. That's what he said. They're breaking all of your American records. I don't even know who has the record between Michael Jackson and Muhammad Ali in that. But I tell you what, Michael Jackson's tickets for the 30th reunion went for as high as $20,000 a piece. You don't think people are trying to get them tickets before it got to $20,000 a piece? $20,000 a piece. That's how much the demand was. But AJ broke his record, and I don't care about how much money was generated. I care about the fact that you're a fucking idiot if you think the first time Anthony Joshua fights in the United States that he's going to outperform Muhammad Ali. You're stupid. And you cats believe it, stop lying. You expose yourself for working for Eddie. Eddie, get your boys, go back into your little office where you give these guys talking points and redo that talking point. And all you media people that would even sell that foolishness, shame on you. Shame on you. Because you know it's not true. You know they ticket scalping. You know they're taking advantage. They're taking advantage of consumers in two ways. They're misleading people about how important this, about the interest in this fight. I don't know anybody in the I don't know any of the fans, boxing fans that I've ever talked to that are even talking about this fight. But somebody say Elvis Presley? Oh, I'm sure Elvis Presley was in Madison Square Garden. I should go check. Did Madison Square Garden, did Elvis Presley, was Elvis Presley in Madison Square Garden? Were the Beatles in there? Were the Beatles there? It's Madison Square Garden, man. It's Madison Square Garden. You don't know what Madison Square Garden is if you believe that foolishness. What's going on, Jeff? He said AJ can sing and dance better than Mike, and he can punch. Oh my God, exactly. Man, dude, are you crazy or something? Who's crazy or something? Oh, that must not be me. Fannon, this ain't the UK. These type of scams done work in the United States. No, but they do. They do work because that's how people become. They become overnight best 10. What do you call it? Bestsellers. That's how they become, because they buy all the books. They buy all the books. As soon as they print them, they buy them. And they say, hey, this book sold out. Here, Oprah, put it on your show. Hey, New York Times, put it out there as a best-selling book. And all of a sudden, oh, that's a best-selling book. I need to buy that book. I need to buy that book because everybody bought it. It's best-selling. It must be great. It's the same con that publishers run selling books. Okay, it's the same con that people sell doing music concerts. They get as many of those tickets available to themselves as possible, and then they sell them on a secondary site. But it's just stupid, man. And where are you AJ fans out? Come on out. Fannon, oh yeah, MSG record breaker. First of all, it's not your real name, fucking moron. But you say we UK fans like to turn up. We love our boxing, Fannon. You think you love boxing more than fucking people love Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier, you fucking moron? You think you in the UK love AJ as much as people love Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier fight in New York City? Do you think that you love AJ any more than Knicks fans love the Knicks? And they live there. Get out of here. There's probably more people in the UK that would watch Muhammad. Dude, by the way, Michael Jackson sold out Wembley. Sold out Wembley. He had 100,000 people up in he had 90,000 people up in Wembley. You kidding me? You're talking about even your tone knows you're being stupid. I don't even doubt that you love him, that you would do that for AJ. But how did you get the tickets? And what are you trying to say? You don't think that would have happened before? Where's the actual record book? Where's the certified records you're talking about? Did Madison Square Garden come out and say that? Or did DAZN and Eddie Hearn say that? Just stop being stupid, man. At a certain point in time, stop being stupid. But see, I know you guys work for Eddie. I know you do. Okay? I know you guys, Eddie Hearn and you cats, you buy views for channels that pub him up to try to spread those fucking videos around. You come and trash on channels that say things that you don't like about him. I did a good video about Anthony Joshua, and I got the same comments that I got on ones where I bashed him, which told me the people that were leaving those videos, they love those comments, didn't even read the video. Didn't even listen to the video. I complimented the dude throughout the whole video. And I got the same comments from you bums, as if you never even listened because you didn't listen. Because you didn't listen. I don't believe any of you, and I think you're frauds. I know Eddie's a fraud. Because now you're telling this lie about America. Okay, now you're lying in America. You might tell me how popular AJ is in the UK because I'm not there. I'm not in the UK. So I don't know what people think about him in Leeds. I don't even know where Leeds is. I couldn't tell you the difference between the O2 Arena and Wembley until I went to Google and looked it up. Like, okay, one is 22,000, the other one's a lot bigger, okay. But now you're lying in America. Now you're coming here to tell lies. That's a lie. There's no way in the world that's not a lie. That's a flat out lie. And it's a bad one. It's a lie and it's a bad one. You cannot convince any American with any common sense that Anthony Joshua, that there's as much interest coming from, like the UK is going to be so interested that they can get, if that was freely available to American fans and UK fans, and it was Michael Jordan, not Michael Jordan, and it was a Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier. You don't think the UK people didn't like boxing then? They wouldn't have got a ticket. They wouldn't have got a ticket because the shit would have been sold out because people were waiting around blocks to get them when the box office opens. You think there are people doing that for Anthony Joshua, Big Baby Miller? Come on, don't lie. I mean, you already been lying. You've been lying. You've been lying. But now your lying's going too far, and it's so abundantly clear that you're lying that you lose all. Come on, man. Ain't nobody going to believe that, man. And if you media people say that, if Boxing Scene says it, if Ring Magazine spreads it, if ESPN says it, you know what they're all about. You know what they're all about. Because what they said was, they broke all of the American records. They didn't say boxing records. But even if you did say boxing records, then you're talking about Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. And I didn't even go through the rest of them. But if you're not talking about boxing specifically, now you're talking about Michael Jackson. Now you're talking about Michael Jackson. No. You literally are talking about the most popular entertainers in the world. You're literally talking about the most widely known people in the world. Michael, at the time, 1972, when Muhammad Ali fought Joe Frazier, he was the most well-known person in the world. Michael Jackson is at a point in time, was the most well-known and popular person in the world. Michael Jordan, at a point in time, athletically, was the number one most wide-known person in the world. Now you're saying AJ is beating the records of the most popular people in the world? So are you trying to tell me that Anthony Joshua is the most popular person in the world? You're talking, do that with Deontay Wilder. Do that with Deontay Wilder. Stick to your Deontay Wilder shtick, okay? Stick to your Deontay Wilder shtick, because you're not even talking about LeBron James. You skipped LeBron. You skipped Tiger Woods. You skipped LeBron James. You skipped all the way to Muhammad Ali, Michael Jackson, and Michael Jordan. And you didn't even stop at Bruce Springsteen. You didn't stop at Sting. You didn't stop at any of them. You just went all the way to the end, dog. And the lie fell flat on his face. Don't lie. You already a liar. You already are liars. And there's no for refuting what I'm saying. If you try to refute it, anybody that listens to this is no. I can do what you clowns do. I can go take a mic and ask anybody out in the street, do you know who Michael Jackson is? Do you know who Michael Jordan is? Do you know who Muhammad Ali is? And I could do the shit for 3-4 hours straight and not miss a person. 3-4 hours straight and not miss a person. I could do a day-long reel of people who know who he is. I bet you it would take me 20 minutes if I walked out of my house to find somebody who knows Anthony Joshua. But somehow you're trying to pitch a story, and Eddie Hearn is trying to pitch a story that they're more popular than Anthony Joshua is more popular. His fight against Big Baby Miller is one of the most scintillating events in the history of American entertainment. I should drop the mic on you bums. You guys are stupid. Yes, 17 dislikes, you're stupid. You're stupid if you believe that. I'm a huge fan of Tank Davis, okay? Or Errol Spence Jr. Big fan of Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. is a growing popular fighter in the United States. He's not Rolando. He's not Rolando. He's not LeBron James. If I start telling you that Errol Spence Jr. is more popular than LeBron James and Rolando, you can make fun of me all day, every day. But that's what you're doing. You're trying to equate Anthony Joshua with breaking records at Madison Square Garden. And when I was on my man's channel, Mr. Boxing Today, too, he said, yeah, I'm be interested in whose records he broke. Now, Mr. Boxing Today is the type of cat that don't really care about numbers. He's like, man, I don't want to see hands fly. But he asked the question. He's like, what record? Because it was the first time he heard. He's like, what record and whose record did he beat? Whose record did he beat? That's a lot of people at Madison Square Garden. When you say Madison Square Garden, and I was like, they're talking about Michael Jackson. They're talking about Michael Jordan and Patrick Ewing. and they're talking about Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. That's what they're talking about. If you're talking about boxing, you're talking about Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier too. That's what you're talking about. You're talking about that fight. That one. Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier too. That's the records that AJ just broke. And somebody's supposed to believe you. Let's get back to the comment section. You bums know you done. You guys are terrible. Give me more dislikes, you bums. Anybody that thinks that's not true, you're a liar. You're a con artist. You're a piece of whatever you want that comes out your backside. Stop lying, man. Let the sport of boxing be. Okay? Let the sport of boxing be. Let the people that accomplish let that man live on his own accomplishments. Anthony Joshua's got plenty of accomplishments that he can live on. He's the WBA champion. He's a WBO champion. He's the IBF champion. He's an Olympic gold medalist. He's a popular fighter in the UK. That's plenty. Stop your lying, though. Stop when you start stop going overboard. You coming to my thing, you guys were like, well, I don't see you making videos about how AJ broke all the records at Madison Square Garden. You don't want me to make that video, man. I'm going to make it, but you really don't want me to make that video. Because if anybody that really is unbiased and objective hears it, dude, that's worse than the $50 million duck lie y'all tell. At least it is conceivable somehow that the money wasn't there. At least somehow, some way, you could say that they didn't have the money, okay? Maybe. It's a hard argument for me to believe, or most people, reasonable people to believe, but at least it's somewhere. You have now trumped it and are now in the territory of Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. Okay, you're now in the Tooth Fairy. You're in the Tooth Fairy land. Okay. Let me get to the comment section, man. What up with y'all? On the real, dog. You guys are just bugging, dude. And I ain't saying nothing about facts only, just so I can stay on the same page. What is the explanation for the ticket sales for AJ versus Miller? And if it sells out, what will be the explanation? Stupid. If it sells out, it will be sold out because everybody bought the ticket. Don't change subjects, stupid. He ain't broke no records of Muhammad Ali and Michael Jackson's. You're not going to jump off the subject and bring something else up. That's what you rats like to do. You want to just jump off and change subject to something else. No. You guys are saying that he broke Madison Square Garden ticket sales records. Is what you said. And there's a bunch of events that have sold out. So if it's sold out, it didn't break an event. It's sold out. What? I guess I'll go. What do you think? I'm going to spend time and call, go to the New York State Athletic Commission and then file a request for information so I can get the actual ticket sales versus the ones that were given away. How are you going to track the number of tickets that they sold in blocks to StubHub at a reduced price? I don't care. I don't care whether it sells out or not. I don't care how many tickets are given away. I don't care. I'm talking about what you're trying to insinuate by saying it's breaking Madison Square Garden ticket sales records. You couldn't have built it in. You can't build it out any bigger. What do you think they're going to do? What are they going to open it up? Put an extra 15, 30,000 seats in there for the AJ fight? Have you heard about any construction going on at Madison Square Garden? That will make the news that they closed down Madison Square Garden in the middle of the basketball season when the New York Knicks are playing. I didn't hear about any New York Knicks games being relocated from Madison Square Garden. I didn't hear about that. So I assume it's the same place. So if they make the playoffs, if they sell out for the playoffs, come on, man. The important part is what you're trying to insinuate. You're trying to insinuate that they broke a record for ticket sales and how fast the tickets sold out, which means that it is a hotter ticket, a more wanted, a more desirable event than anything that's been in Madison Square Garden. Why else would you tell me that? I have no doubt that they can get rid of the tickets fast. All they got to do is sell 13,000 of them to one person who then sticks them on a website and then resells them. That doesn't mean that the 13,000 people already have the tickets. Do they already have the tickets? No. They blocked them out to make sure that people from the UK could get them. So what? So what? I bet they can't resell them all, and they can't. Hey, what's going on, SQ? And they can sell it all if they wanted to. I don't care if you sell them or not. I'm talking about what you're trying to say. Just like just like in the UK, and you guys know this. You UK people know this. You know they said that Anthony Joshua was selling out he sold out the O2, he sold out Wembley in 5 minutes or 3 minutes, whatever it was. That's what they were saying he was doing. But then your commission, your what does it call it? Here would be the consumer and regulatory affairs, right? Here would be consumer and regulatory affairs. I'm not sure what they call that in the UK, but whatever the Department of Consumer and Regulatory Affairs, whatever their equivalent is in the UK government, they started cracking down on that because there was a bunch of concert promoters doing it and different sporting promoters doing it, where they would just take the tickets off the market, give it to secondary ticket markets and ticket markers like StubHub, and they would sell it at elevated prices. And they were saying that was false advertisement because the tickets, the face value of the tickets were never really the face value of the tickets. That the face value of the tickets were actually the value that were on the secondary ticket market sites. And I'm sorry if I'm vomiting information at you and you're not quick enough to catch it, slowpoke. Rewind and listen 4 or 5 times, dummy. What they meant was that they were defrauding UK boxing fans and concert fans and music fans, because they said on the ticket, it says on the ticket $10, but they never made it available for sale. They stole it on StubHub for $30. So the real face value of the ticket was $30. It wasn't what was printed was not what was printed on the ticket. And they considered that consumer fraud. And they started investigating them. And Wembley changed its policy and said, now we're not going to allow any secondary ticket markets to mark up the prices of our ticket by more than 10%. So if you saw a $10 ticket, then it could only sell it for $11. They couldn't sell it for $30, which is why. And what was the direct result of that? Anthony Joshua's fight against Alexander Povetkin did not sell out because there was no artificial urgency sparked by that maneuver they pulled. That's what people do in the United States still. It's legal over here. It's not legal. And if it is legal over there, there's processes and stuff in place and a lot of political pressure on them from doing it. Because the UK, for the most part, dude, they don't play that. They don't play $75 pay-per-view tickets. They'll start getting on you about that shit. They'll be like, hold on now. You ain't raising these prices for pay-per-view up to no $100, Sky. You're starting to price gouge people. Keep your shit reasonable. And that's why they keep it reasonable. We don't do that here. We're all, hey man, capitalism, take the money. But it doesn't change what they're doing. They made those tickets unavailable for purchase. And guess where a lot of those tickets are going to wind up? They're going to wind up in the street in New York at elevated prices that do not necessarily even go to the boxer. Because the boxer is probably more than likely, if they get a cut of the gate, they're going to get cut of the official gate. They're not going to get a cut of the secondary ticket market scalped rate. So he's ripping off the boxers. You're ripping off the fight fans. Do what you want to do. I'm not going to the fight anyway. But don't tell me that this cat is that his ticket is hotter than Michael Jackson. Then you're just lying. This action is known as price inflation, is done to make it look bigger than it is in reality. Exactly. What does cat say? Fannon, what? Facts. Only Fannon has 20,000 plus subs from talking about boxing. He's definitely watching the right sport. Hey, I appreciate. Hey, big time. I watch the sport, dude. This is an African. You're a loser. It's loser with an O. You got an extra zero. You got an extra circle in there, Eddie. Got another extra circle in there, Eddie. Off, man. Sorry, Big Femi is not Michael Jackson. I know it might hurt your feelings, but Big Femi is not beating any Michael Jackson records, dude. He doesn't have a billion. Does he got a billion sold? He got a billion sold? Huh? 20,000 a ticket, dude. 20,000 a ticket. Michael Jackson, I don't know if you realize this or not, but Michael Jackson's a lot bigger than Floyd Mayweather. He was a lot bigger than Floyd Mayweather. A lot. He was a lot, money-wise, a lot bigger. Right? Anthony Joshua was not doing Floyd Mayweather numbers, dude. And Floyd Mayweather Jr. cannot carry Michael Jackson's dirty draws. Michael Jackson estate makes more money dead, with him dead, than Floyd Mayweather Jr. makes ever. Okay? So stop. Stop. Anyway, man, I just wanted to get into that, man. See, this is another thing. Take my head out of Wilder's ass. I didn't say anything about Wilder, did I? Did I say anything about Wilder? Stupid. Just wondering, when did I mention Wilder? I say you can have Wilder. Say you're more important than Wilder. Good. Good for you. You can have it. I'm not talking about Wilder. I'm talking about Michael Jackson, dude. Because that's what you're trying to say. You're trying to say he's more popular, and this fight is more popular and a hotter ticket than a Michael Jackson concert and Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier. Would you like me to remove my head from their asses? They're deceased. It's not possible. You're just a fool if you believe that. You're just a fool, okay? Guess what else? Santa Claus is not real. Hate to break it to you. There's not a fat European man crawling down your chimney, dude. I mean, it was your mom and daddy. Just to let you know. It's your mama and daddy. I know they tried to fool you. I know Eddie said, look, Santa Claus is real. Just go down to the department store. He's sitting right there underneath the tree, and he'll let you sit on his lap. I'm trying to tell you, man, Eddie's lying. That's not the real Santa Claus, dude. Okay, he's a promoter. He's trying to promote. He's trying to elevate. He's trying to make it look larger than life. He's trying to make it look bigger than it is. But when you stretch it to Michael Jackson, when you stretch it to unreasonable bounds, that's when you say, no, Eddie, look, Eddie, rerun that one, okay? You're sounding desperate. You're sounding desperate. We're here, dog. Ain't nobody talking about this fight, dog. Crickets. Crickets. Okay? It's crickets. There's nobody amped about this fight, dog. I see them hiring Mike Rosenthal to write nice little articles about how AJ really intended for everybody not to want to fight him because he's being cheap, right? And trying to take easy matches so he can continue, so he can come here and become Michael Jackson. Fuck out of here, dog. Oh, man, I'm sorry, man. I missed the super chat, man. Let me go to the super chats. I'm sorry. I mean, this one I'm doing just kind of like impromptu, man. So forgive me for missing stuff. I really appreciate you guys coming. I'm going to do a very sarcastic one on this video on this, dog. Oh, get out of here, dude. You get trashed. Once I see this your son, Fannon be hating. You guys naturally hate your own color. Oh, shut up, fool. Dude will be putting a picture of an African dude on his screen, and you think that just because you put a picture of a black person as your, and I don't mean that I think you are. Okay. I've been around the block, dog, and you guys are, oh my God, you guys are terrible. You guys are terrible. Hey, Winter Rice said, what's good for now? Been a minute. You still schooling people I see. Yes, sir. Thank you, dog. Oh, Ren Wilson. So AJ sold more tickets than the NBA All-Star game. You didn't know? You didn't know AJ was more popular than the NBA All-Star game? Hey, man, you just ain't with it, dog. You just not with it. Shit. So AJ outsold Jay-Z and Beyonce and Kevin Hart? Absolutely. Absolutely he did. He's way more popular than Beyonce, man. Come on, Beyonce. Come on, man. Beyonce ain't got no gold medal. Beyonce ain't got a gold medal. She ain't got 3 belts. She ain't got 4 belts. Come on, Jay-Z ain't got 4 belts. Oh, dog, come on, Michael. Hey, he going in there. Daryl Lee said, make a video fine. I want to know who held the record. I don't know the record. Dude, I'm not going to go doing that research. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. Because it's just the most pre-sale sold tickets. What kind of record is that? That's like one of these records that they try to give where they say, Steph Curry has the most records, most 3 points shot in the 6th minute of the second quarter in a game against the LA Lakers on March 2nd of 2016. That's the record. Shit, nigga, what? That's a record? Is that a record what somebody was paying attention to? Make up a record and give it to yourself. The question is, what are you trying to convey? You're trying to convey that this record is something that nobody else did. So I guess that's something that they wouldn't have been able to do. And that means they're more popular. What are you trying to prove? What he's insinuating is that this is one of the hottest tickets ever at Madison Square Garden, or the hottest ticket in the history of Madison Square Garden. That's what he's insinuating. That's what they're trying to argue. Well, prove to me Deontay Wilder is more popular than Anthony Joshua. He's never done that. He didn't sell as many pre-sold tickets in Madison Square Garden. Nobody ever has. AJ has the record. And stop. You're getting desperate. That's what they're trying to argue, man. That's what they're using that for. And sometimes you just got to listen to what the person's trying to tell you and think to yourself for a second, what does that mean? Why are you telling me this? Oh, you're telling me this because you want to tell me that he's breaking records? Because that's what they said. He's breaking all your Madison Square Garden records. The ones that are held by Michael Jackson I don't even know, because it's either Michael Jackson. The ones in the running are Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, Muhammad Ali. They're in the running. And then some other people said Beyonce, Jay-Z. I mean, like, come on, man. Come on, dog. This cat was just on the dude. The dude was literally just in New York talking about how he could get on the subway and nobody ever bothered him. You think Jay-Z is getting on the subway in New York City with nobody bothering him? Michael Jackson couldn't walk outside in the middle of Iowa without somebody bothering him. Shit, fuck out of here. Jeff, Eddie and Hearn are trying to pull this shit in the exactly. Absolutely, that's what they are. Jeff Marshall, again, AJ equal big bust like Jerry Lee Lewis, great balls of fire, no doubt. I got the rest, man. Much love. I gotta hit these guns for you though. And thank you, Abel Mahari, dog. Thank you, sir. Oh, he said I just sent you super chat. What's the other? Did I miss another one? Is this today? Oh no, that's yesterday. Okay. Yeah, that was yesterday. Oh, but look, man, just come on, man. Come on, dog. Oh, hold on. What does he say? He's Bitcoin boxing. Oh, I remember you. Oh, look into the TUI packages. Hearn said in his interview, his last IFL TV, that they are partners. So I guess that's where the pre-sale went. Okay, TUI packages. Thank you. I like that. Thank you. You know, the pre-sale went somewhere. And I don't doubt that they said they thought 8,000 people would come over from the UK. So what if they did is they took the tickets off the market and gave it to people that they thought were going to come? What difference is that? What does that mean? How is that breaking? What? Anyway, man, this shit is just cats be on some real stupid shit, dude. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Hi, Kofi. I'll call you Kofi, man. Thank you. Much love in the super chat. Junior the Truth, what's good, man? What's good? Bitcoin. What are you talking about, Bitcoin? Fannon, it's a record fastest growing boxing event. Relax. Are you stupid? What? It's the fastest growing boxing event? I guarantee you it's not the fastest growing boxing event. Promise you. You know how I know that? Because Tevin Farmer just fought, 2 months ago? And he's going to be fighting again. Or better yet, Luis Ortiz fought in the UK back-to-back in a month. It took a month between the end of one fight to the end of the second fight. It is, 4 months away? 5 months away from Deontay Wilder for Anthony Joshua's fight? How can that be the fastest growing boxing event? Fastest growing in what? The fastest selling boxing event? You think this sold faster than Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier? Shut up. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, stop. Nobody believes this nonsense, man. Don't make up a record and give it to yourself. That's like a participation trophy. Like, hey, man, I just felt like going to the trophy store and engraving something with my name on it so I can sit it on a mantle and tell people that I was great at it. Just get out of here. You want me to relax? Nothing, because you guys are good. You feed this stuff into people's minds, and then you keep repeating it and repeating it and repeating it. And I'm a boxing channel, and you keep gonna keep repeating it. I woke up with a bunch of this crap on my thing. Hey, man, get out of here, man. I'm not relaxing on that. I'm gonna tell you you're a liar and point out that you're a liar, because I enjoy pointing out liars. It's a pastime for me. D-Lo 404, what's good, man? He said, if this is true, then I'm going bowling with Santa and the Easter Bunny this evening. That's exactly what it is. Listen to what you said. You talked about breaking. How do you know it's the fastest selling thing? They're talking about Madison Square Garden too. How do you know that is the fact? You know that's not true. You know it's not. You just, come on, man. Just stop doing it. He doesn't even need it. He doesn't need it. He's coming to the United States. If he knocks out Jarrell Big Baby Miller, let him make a splash in the United States by having an exciting fight. That is well within his ability to do. Okay, he's coming in here as a favorite fighter and against a guy that I don't think has much of a chance to beat him. Okay, let him look spectacular against Jarrell Big Baby Miller, and now he's here in the United States. Then he can fight Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder in the United States. There can be a bunch of buzz about it. He can grow his name in the United States just like everybody else that ever grew their name had to do, okay? But you guys don't just make up stuff to act like he's more popular than every American fighter that's fought at Madison Square Garden. That's what you're insinuating. Oh, it doesn't matter. Just relax. It's just a stupid lie. Let it go. Just let the lie go. It's no big. Yeah, don't read your mortgage. I know it says adjustable rate mortgage, but don't worry about it. Just don't read that. It's adjustable. It's just adjustable. Who cares? You know, it moves up a little bit and down. No effect. No effect at all. Don't. What do you mean? What is that? No, don't worry about it. Just sign the paper. You got a great payment. It's $600 a month. A year later, man, why is my mortgage now $2,500 a month? Well, you know, you got an adjustable interest rates and things got a little hard, so we had to raise it. So now your money costs, now what you owe us costs a lot more. We got the right to change it. Dog, I'm not excusing lies. I'm not excusing con jobs. Eddie Hearn, I wanted to give Anthony Joshua just leave the fight alone, not say anything, but then you start with nonsense. You start with straight nonsense too. Nobody knows. This is right along the lines of nobody knows Deontay Wilder in America. You tear down Deontay Wilder. The guy's been on TV in front of 1 million people. Everybody that's talking about that is involved in this conversation knows who he is, but somehow nobody knows who he is. And now AJ shows up to America his first day, the first day the damn thing's announced. All of a sudden he's broken Madison Square Garden ticket sales records, and he's the hottest boxer the quickest growing boxer in the history of Madison Square Garden, whatever that means. He's the quickest growing fighter in Madison Square Garden history. Come on, man. Nobody trying to hear that nonsense. Keep that crap in the UK. Keep that crap in Nigeria. Keep it wherever you are. And I'm going to explain clearly why it's nonsense in a way where people don't have to argue about. Then it's going to be, oh, yeah, he's more popular. Oh, he is. He's way more popular than the Beatles. He's way more popular than the Beatles. But see, now but see what this is going to come to is in the next negotiation, right? Now, Deontay Wilder only did 325,000 pay-per-view buys. You know, AJ did what? He did a 50 billion. He did 50 billion views on DAZN. How do we know? We don't know. Eddie said so. Fuck out of here, man. Like you got, fuck out of here, man. Y'all just need to get the fuck out of here, dude. Straight up. Y'all just need to get out. And you need to get out of here, Bitcoin boxing. That's bullshit. Once in a while, just call bullshit, okay? I've seen you before. Once in a while, call bullshit. All right? Call bullshit every once in a while. All right? I'm not wrong at every single solitary time I call bullshit. And I called this bullshit months ago. He's not more popular than the Beatles. Yes, he is. Eddie said so. You heard Eddie say he's more popular than the Beatles, so you know he is. You know he is. Fury sold that fight, not Wilder. Yeah, it was Fury that sold the fight, just like it's Big Baby Miller that sold this fight. Matter of fact, that's what it is. It's Dillian Whyte that is the most popular fighter, the fastest growing fighter. Dillian Whyte broke those records, right? Dillian Whyte broke it. I'm glad you mentioned that because it's not Anthony Joshua that did that. It has nothing to do with it. It has to do with the guy. It has to do with Dillian Whyte. It's the hottest ticket because of Dillian Whyte. The same logic would apply that not to Dillian Whyte, to Jarrell Big Baby Miller, because Anthony Joshua is boring as shit when you listen to him talk. Way more boring than Deontay Wilder is. And Big Baby Miller talks just as much shit as Tyson Fury. So apparently, because Big Baby Miller talked a lot, that's what sold the fight, right? Because he talked a lot. See, when you full of it, your arguments come back to get you. There's a better argument for the ticket sales for Anthony Joshua coming to Madison Square Garden. There's a better argument for those ticket sales belonging to Jarrell Big Baby Miller than Tyson Fury. Because Big Baby Miller is from the United States. He's from New York, right? If it does well, it's because of the guy from New York that sold the fight, right? The one that was talking a lot, the guy that got in his face in the press conference, right? The one that is more charismatic, right? The one that cusses and the one that talks about what he's going to whoop him and cracks jokes, right? Isn't it right? Isn't he the one has more of a personality? Who won the press? Who's going to win the press conference, dog? Between Anthony Joshua and Jarrell Big Baby Miller. It's going to be Big Baby Miller. He's got the bigger personality, but are you going to give Tyson Fury, are you going to give Big Baby Miller credit for all the ticket sales? Huh? Of course you're not. Of course you are, because you're fair. You're fair. You're not unbiased. You know, you apply one set of rules equally between two people without see no evil. You know, what is it? See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. You're gonna shoot straight to the right. Of course not, dog. Of course you'll do that, right? Of course, you're gonna be the first one to say that it's Dillian Whyte. I mean that it's and it would have been Dillian Whyte too, because he's better than AJ at that too. Right? Get out of here, man. Yeah, I know Big Dog Willie, by the way. I was just being tongue-in-cheek with that, man. Fannon, we ain't gonna leave this alone. We are gonna body bag these clowns. We're gonna keep our feet on Joshua and Fast Eddie's neck. Pound LDBC. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, I was trying to leave them alone, but then I was reminded on the video that they're just trolls. They're just trolls. They are literally, I believe that they're paid. These guys are paid trolls. Some of them may not be, but many of them are. Many of these cats are just dudes that are like, we need you to inundate comment sections of YouTube videos and say a bunch of stupid shit. Because there's not that many people that are that stupid. I have a hard time believing there's that many boxing fans that are that stupid. I just so happen to be giving you an argument right now that Eddie Hearn has not given you a talking point to respond to. But guess what? Eddie ain't going to be able to come up with no talking point to respond to that one. AJ's more popular than Michael Jackson. AJ's more popular than Michael Jordan. AJ's more popular than Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. The fight against Dillian White versus Anthony Joshua is more anticipated even by UK fans. Even by UK fans. I would bet you $100 to a donut that in the UK in 1971, that Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier was more widely anticipated than Anthony Joshua versus Big Baby Miller. You gonna tell me that AJ's more popular than the UK than Muhammad Ali was? You're gonna have a tough time with that argument. There's an outside chance, but it's a small one. Very small one. It got for 9 now. Yeah, Anthony Joshua was way more popular here than Muhammad Ali was. We're way more amped about his fight with Dillian White. I mean, we're way more amped about Anthony Joshua versus Jarrell Big Baby Miller than Anthony Joshua and Dillian White. Even though when Anthony Joshua put out a poll about who he wanted to see fight, nobody said him. Everybody said Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury. Dude, you guys, you can't lie this much. The more you lie, the easier it gets to catch you. Because the more stupid shit you got on record having said. That's when they say, the police say you have the right to remain silent. Because everything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law. Dude, you should use your right to remain silent. Because everything that you've said is remembered and used against you. AJ's more get out of here, man. Don't come nowhere near me with that. And here, if you want to have any respect, YouTube channels in UK, don't comment on it. Because first of all, you wouldn't even know if that's reasonable or not because you're not from here. An American will tell you in a minute that's stupid. I went to my dad. I was like, hey, Dad, have you heard of Anthony Joshua? He's like, no. So you ever heard of Big Baby Miller? Yeah. Have you ever heard of Michael Jackson? Yeah. You ever heard of Michael Jordan? Yeah. You ever heard of Joseph? You ever heard of who was the other one? Michael Jackson, Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan. Yeah, I heard all of them. Now, you remember Anthony Joshua was a kid. He's a guy from the UK. Oh, he's like, oh, yeah, the guy from the UK. Because my dad's a boxing fan. He knows who Big Baby Miller is because he thinks Big Baby Miller is funny. He remembered him because he cracked a joke and remembered him. I said, hey, man, what do you think? You remember when Muhammad Ali fought Joe Frazier the second time? He said, yeah, the rematch. I said, yeah, the second time. How popular a fight was that? He's like, man, that was huge. I said, man, did you know that Anthony Joshua and Big Baby Miller were fighting? No. Don't. He is an American casual boxing fan who watches fights. But he was more aware of Jarrell Big Baby Miller than he is of Anthony Joshua. Because Jarrell Big Baby Miller said something that he laughed at. He's like, oh, the big dude, big funny dude. But you don't believe that not everybody's in love with AJ over here. But anyway, y'all believe what you want to believe, dude. You don't believe the shit anyway, dog. Y'all don't believe this nonsense. You're trolls. You're Eddie Hearn trolls. Yeah, we know, because that's what Clinton did on her. Absolutely, Big Dog Will. He is. He's more popular than he is. He is more popular than Jesus and Muhammad Ali, dude. I would say Muhammad, but I don't want somebody to come get me for saying that. Oh, yeah. Way bigger. Way bigger. Antonio Mendoza, thousands of pre-sale tickets available on StubHub. Yeah, they just gone. They just said they're gone. They're gone, and we believe it. Whatever. Sugar Fantastic in the building, man. Dog, for real, man. You guys are clowns, man. You guys are clowns. I'm gonna put up the video though, dog, where I make fun of this, be very sarcastic about this. But I had to do a Saturday one on y'all, man. I had to do a Saturday one on this. Paid trolls. Oh yeah, dude. There's definitely had paid trolls, dude. The trolls are paid with tickets, ironically. Let me tell you, man. Dude, I know these cats and they're inflating people's videos numbers. I feel sorry for the channels that if they really think that those are their views, I feel sorry for them. Because this happened to Blood Boxing. Blood Boxing put out a video one time, right? They do these type of things. When you see how many views certain videos have, always look at it like, This is what happened to Blood Boxing. Blood Boxing put out a video, right? It was a retro documentary video about something. And then he went to the channel, and he went to his channel. He's like, what's going on here? I've got like 20,000. He said he's got like what do you have? Like 8,000 views in an hour. He's like, man, I got 8,000 views in an hour. And he's like, what's wrong with what's going on here, man? I had to take he said he had to unpublish the video. He's like, man, these people, whoever it is that is playing with my numbers and making my numbers go a lot higher than they should, stop doing it. I don't need you to do that. Because you're gonna eventually mess up. You're gonna eventually mess up my video. And he took it down. And if you remember the YouTube, the way that they like part of the issue with like the AdSense issues were that there was these farms that had a bunch of phones, right? And they would like because they used to you get paid off of views, right? So they would just run. They would have like one guy with like 30 cell phones, and they would automatically just watch the video, watch the video, watch the video. And then when it was time to pay for the videos, right? The advertisers had to pay extra money. And that was the scam. This is a widely known scam. They're running these same scams on their YouTube channels. These dudes are scams. I mean, they're major scam artists, man. AJ's a boxer, but Eddie Hearn's a scam artist, dude. Straight scam artist. Same way if you have political conversations, right? You have people come to you, you turn on your video before you even start your video, you got 4 dislikes, right? You make a video about something, all of a sudden you got a bunch of people, flagging your video. It's these type of clowns. And I get sick of the shit sometime. But I know you got $1 billion trying to sell. You got $1 billion, right? Oh, better yet, you got $1 billion trying to sell yourself into American boxing, and you got cats like the LDBC and new media blasting on you every day, 5 days. Shit, we probably blast on these cats 30, 40 times a day. 30, 40 times a day. You don't think these cats are going to try to like shut you down, number one, or even neutralize you somehow? It's the same scam, dude. And I don't need proof because you can't always prove scam artists. But I know if you do videos where more people watch your videos with your name, with my name in it, than are watching my videos, dog, somebody's blowing that shit up, right? Or you just get a video all of a sudden where you speak highly of somebody like the title, all of a sudden, and I've seen it on the AdSense side of it. Man, they will delegitimize those videos. You'll be like, damn, this is a 10,000 view video. Why in the hell are you only paying me for 2? Oh, because we realize, because we determined through our technology that these are not legitimate views. These are bot views. So we can't pay you for bot views. Only thing we can pay you for is regular views. I'm telling you, man, these guys run super scams. I'm telling you, scams, dog. Oh, somebody was watched by, I've said it many times, Eddie Hearn is a used car salesman. He will tell you anything, exactly, without hesitation, dude. These guys are scams, dog. Mick Nixon, mate, you talk trash. 2 champions, AJ and Wilder, till they fight. We'll give to listen to this shit. Hopefully it will be sorted out in the ring. Whatever. Dick Mixon, whatever the fuck your name is. I don't care what you think. And don't try to sound neutral, okay? Because you can't get out of the fact that you're trying to, that bozos like you are trying to make an argument that Anthony Joshua versus Jarrell Big Baby Miller is a hotter ticket than a Michael Jackson concert. Okay? That's what you're trying, that's what your moronic ass do. That's your sales pitch is. But all I'm doing is going to the logical conclusion. You might think I'm going to get stuck on Deontay Wilder. I'm not going to get stuck on whether or not AJ's more popular than Deontay Wilder. Therefore, who needs the A side? And since AJ has now proven he's the A side in the United States because he's got the hottest ticket sales in Madison Square Garden, I'm not doing all that shit. They're making an investment in him. Even the money that they're getting paying him is an investment. Whatever they paid him, whatever it is, whether it's $30 million, it's $25 million, it's $10 million, whatever money that they're paying AJ to fight in Madison Square Garden is a monetary investment by DAZN. It is not boxing fans buying the fight, wanting the fight. It's DAZN trying to use a fight that they can get to attract people to subscribe to their site by giving it away. It's not correlated to any money that I'm paying. Okay? So when you said the first bit of news that they tried to put out was how much money he was making, as if it matters because we're not paying him. But isn't that how they sell AJ in the UK? How much money he makes in his fights and how fast his ticket sells. Oh, now he comes to the United States, and what's the pitch? How much money he makes comes out first, then how fast his ticket sold second. The same pitch. Same pitch, different fight. Same pitch, different fight. Difference is nobody cares how much money he makes, but even if it is how much money he made, it's not that he got it from pay-per-view, but now pay-per-view is a bad thing. Why would you want to pay $75 for a fight when you can have it for free? But the same people were using pay-per-view as a measurement of how great their fighter was. Why does pay-per-view greatness matter in the UK, but you cross the Atlantic and now it doesn't matter over here? Right? You selling tickets, you pre-selling tickets over there, and now you come pre-selling them over here? Get out of here, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear your nonsense. I've been paying attention to this stuff for a year now. I've read all the articles. I've read them from the UK. I've listened to what Eddie Hearn has to say. I've done my research. I know exactly what secondary ticket markets are. I know what StubHub is. I've been known what Ticketron is. I know what a ticket scalper is. And I know the story you're trying to sell. You're trying to say at the end of it that Anthony Joshua is the most popular boxer in America. And you're going to try to sell that. You're going to try to manufacture popularity, then sell the popularity. And the popularity comes from how much money he makes. So, he made $32 million. He must be an incredibly popular fighter. He must really be good because of look at all the money he has. Not that you paid any of it to him, right? Not like Floyd, who he got the money because people paid all that money to see him, but because you're going to give it to him up front and then publicize it up front. But you can believe his number, but you can't believe the number that is publicized about Deontay Wilder. If Deontay Wilder's pre-sold tickets, you call him out for it in a minute, dog. Get out of here. Patrick McCarthy's popular enough for you to be talking about him. You're right. Yes, he is. I like that. Guess who else is popular enough for me to talk about? Teofimo Lopez, Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, Josh Taylor, Joseph Dubois. Excuse me, did I call him Joseph Dubois? So maybe not him because I know Daniel Dubois, Tony Yoki, Vasyl Lomachenko, Canelo Alvarez. I missed Greer's fight last night. Yeah, he is. He's a boxer. This is a boxing channel. I will gladly admit, I will happily give you that I know who Anthony Joshua is. Okay? See how easy that is? I just tell you the truth. Nice try, though, cornball. Nice try. Well, actually, not a nice try. Real easy. Real easy to deal with that one. You're just a hater, Fannon. No, I'm much more than a hater. I'm a father, I'm a lover, and I'm a friend. Fucking moron. I'm a hater, man. Am I wrong? I do hate con jobs, though. I hate when people try to con me. I don't like it at all, dog. I don't like it. It makes me upset. You're right. Why did Motor City Cobra say they got blasted? Yeah. Tony Yoka did get blasted out, man. What do I think of Adam Kornacki? I think he's a good fighter, man. I think he's the Polish version of Jarrell Big Baby Miller with more power and slower feet. That's what I think. Jamal Wright, I want to see a body bag, a troll. No, man, they body bag. Dude, look, man. I'm telling you, man, I don't really care about you trolls because I know you're not real. All right. I have my conspiracy theories. All right. But I'm one of the guys, I believe in what I read. When Hillary Clinton was accused of using the money from the Democratic National Committee to hire, to get marketing budget, to hire people to attack to infiltrate Barry Sanders' YouTube community, right? This is a meeting place amongst hardcore boxing fans. I know Anthony, I don't know, but I highly suspect that Eddie Hearn has heard of this channel. I suspect that the marketing people that work for him have heard of this channel. They've definitely heard of the other cats that get the interviews with him. So my channel's bigger than theirs. Why wouldn't he hear of me? He's giving interviews to channels smaller than mine. I deep dogging the shit out of Anthony Joshua and him. So I know. So they're going to send people to try to dissuade. Okay, cool. Do it. It don't matter because he's the liar, not me. It's whatever. But that's my belief. So I don't even have a problem with it because I don't think these dudes are real. All I think it is people that are affiliated with Matchroom or Anthony Joshua's cousins who are going to make sure we're going to get out there and get on the website and try to make sure that anybody says anything about Anthony Joshua, I got to refute that. We got to make for we got too many likes on this. We got to get into the comment section and tear them up. I'll have like a video that might something does 3,000 views, right? Right. Say it does 3,000 views. I have 300 likes, 25 dislikes, but damn near everybody leaves a comment is some hateful shit. I'm like, what's the chances that the people that liked it, none of them left comments, right? Not none of them, because many of them do. They just like it and move on. But they try to inundate your comment section with a lot of stuff. But I don't confuse the comment section. I just look at the likes and dislikes. Oh, 99 out of 10 people that saw this agreed with what I was saying. After that, I don't care. I'll chop it up with you. But if you don't know what you're talking about, that comes out right away. Like BoxRec. You point to BoxRec and try to defend BoxRec, you don't know what you're talking about. And it's just what it is. Canelo will dislike. Oh, Motor City Cobra, something is going on YouTube, and at the minute, my comments keep getting changed to be either Pro Wild or AJ randomly. I think things I haven't said. I've noticed other people comments being altered by somebody. Yeah, man, their cats can hack into stuff, but it's whatever, man. I wouldn't doubt it. It's just people can hack in, and if you got enough money to hire people to do that stuff, you can do a lot of stuff with money. What do you call them? Ethical hackers. Cats try to get your password, do whatever. They put your channel and just come to your channel with your name, right? Just do a channel looks just like yours, come in and use that. They do a lot of stupid stuff, man. They do a lot of stupid stuff. Hey, thanks, Antonio Mendoza. He said, hey, I appreciate a debate with him. That's what the comment section is there for. It's the debate. It's a good conversation debate. I appreciate it every time they come. It's more. I appreciate the views. I appreciate it. That's it, 50 boy. What's this dude talking about? Oh. All right. Is that an insult or an offer? S45 boy. Is that an insult or an offer? If it's an offer, no thank you. You fucker. Stupid. Fannon, I wrote a comment on your BoxRec video. Did you get a chance to see it? The video I suggested? No, I didn't, man. Can you put it? I'll go back and check that out today. I'll go back and check it out today, no doubt. I mean, cats will, I don't know. They have, look, dude, this is a computer. I don't know if somebody says something happened and people are putting in their comments under their name. I would believe it because I got people that leave comments on comment sections and under my name. They just have a completely different account, right? They take the same, they find the same little icon or they take a picture. How they probably do it is they take a screenshot, right? They blow up their screen, take a screenshot, right? Edit the picture, then stick that picture in their own icon, get a new Google account under the same name, start a YouTube account under the same, because it comes from the YouTube channel, not the name. So that's how they were doing it. These guys have 10, 15 different, these guys have 10 and 15 different YouTube accounts that they leave comments on. Even when you see a comment by 10 different people on the same chat, that shit could be 2 people. Each leaving 5 messages with the same 2 people. Dog, that's what I'm saying. Don't even, when you got trolls and all these cats, man, I don't even listen. If it's over this long, I just delete or I just pass by it because I know these people ain't real. Ain't nobody really like Anthony Joshua that much to be doing all this shit. You know? What's going on, Blue Blood? In the building. Yeah, man. Don't believe these dudes. They trolls. Literally, and I don't mean they're just bad people that are doing these. Think about this, man. Think about this. We got how many people we got in the LDBC, right? How many channels? Everybody gets and leaves and makes videos about related topics, share their opinions, go to each other's channels, watch or write all of this stuff, right? But it would take a lot less. All you got to do to get the same, to counteract that is, and what they're doing is they get 15, they have a people at work paying somebody $10 an hour, right, to come in and troll people's channels. Here, we need you to, here's your standard operating procedure. I'm telling you, we could do it. We could do it. I'm not even going to tell you how to do it because you bums will try to do it. We could do it. I could easily, with 5 volunteers, set up the nastiest troll campaign a nasty troll campaign. And you would think it was 100 people. You would think it was 100 people. I could get you 100 dislikes in a heartbeat. Okay? That's what these dudes do. That's what they do. Okay? That's what they do. They still, and these cats that you think have high view counts on their videos, I would bet you money those are not real views. And when it comes to them, they're probably not going to lose their channel because it's somebody doing it to them. But when their AdSense come, they're not going to get paid. They're not going to get paid on it because they'll be like, no, those aren't legitimate views. They used to have sweatshops in the Philippines where people had a bunch of phones. Go look it up. They just have a bunch of phones on the wall, right? And they would be like, all right, we're going to pay these. We're going to get a YouTube channel. We're going to put a video up. We're going to put ads in the videos. And then everybody just keep watching. When that ends, go to the next. When that one ends, go to the next. And they would inflate their views to like 30, 40, 50,000 views. And then when they actually checked, the ad guys came, they're like, hold on. How much do I owe you for these ads? Man, these views ain't even real. Prove to me we didn't get nobody bought anything off of this. So they started saying, no, we need to. And that's why when you look at your AdSense, if you are actually a YouTube channel, you'll see it in your AdSense. You'll see that they have a count that you see that is up, right? That you can see. And then I'll see my real-time ones, which is a different number. So even when people are like, oh, you only got 5,000, you only got 50 views on this, which is what they used to do. And I would see on my side 120 views. That's because they're verifying the views. They're verifying them. And even though they are here, right? And even though they're there, that doesn't mean that you're going to get paid on them. They trip, dog. And that's what these cats are on. They're trying, because there's so much money on the line. There's so much money on the line that the marketing budgets that they have, that doesn't what I mean that they will put on a fight. They fly the refs, they fly the ref there, they fly the judges there, they put the judges up in a hotel, the referee up in a hotel. Blue Blood did that video where he's like, look, man, was it Fred? Fred did the video where he's like, DAZN isn't paying, they're not paying to fly, to fly media outlets to fights anymore because it didn't work. But why do you think that they would spend their marketing budget on flying in journalists? Right? To get them good press. But guess what? It don't work because you ain't got to fly me, baby. I'm sitting right here. I'm in my office on Saturday doing it for free. Shit. So they're like, no. That's where this crap is coming from, dog. At least that's what I believe. Oh, Lee Jack says, send him some hookers. Yes, you know that. You know that. But look, man, I know the game, dog. That's why I don't even get upset about the game. Look at Diz Pez, learning difficulty boxing community. Learning disability boxing community. That is the boxing community, friend. That is the boxing community. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna leave an insult. It's really fine. That was really funny, man. That was really clever. That was really clever. Learning disability. I like how you did that, man. I like how you could see LDBC and you were smart enough to put a different letter, a different word that started with L. And then you used a different word that started with D. Oh, wow. And you made it insulting. You're a funny guy, man. You're a funny guy. I like that. Yay. You fucking mug. Come on, man. Come on. Clap, clap. Clap for the corny jokes. Anyway, man. Come on, man. I ain't just like it was cute, man. That was cute. I like how you did that. I got another thing, man. You know what this dude did to me today? All right. Now here's some funny. Somebody said, now this is going to be, I'm going to give you a headache if vomiting words disturb you. Somebody tried to troll me today. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. This cat tried to use this. He tried to use he used a Latin phrase from Descartes, which meant I think, therefore I am. Right? I think, therefore I am. And he also, at the end of it was, I think, therefore I am. But before that, he said, my existential angst aside, something, Fannon, you're a moron, piece of shit, the usual. And then he said, I think, therefore I am. But he did the Latin version, which is whatever the hell it is. I can't remember exactly what it is. But that's what it means. It means I think, therefore I am, right? So he's trying to be cute, like, and call me a rookie. I was like, wow, man. Do you know that Descartes is the one that said, I think, therefore I am? And the saying existential angst is existentialism. Existentialism is the belief that the conscious exists within the universe full of inanimate objects, right? So your soul is within yourself. Your spirit and your consciousness is within yourself. But Descartes believed that I think, therefore I am, is that all of what you see and hear is a result of the consciousness. Right? They're diametrically opposed. Descartes is not an existentialist. He believes pretty much the exact opposite. But this dumbass said my existential angst, and then proceeded to say, I think, therefore I am. Existential angst and I think, therefore I am are like saying, it's like they're the exact opposite. Sorry, man. I know that was going to be a little heady one, but it's people think you pretend. I'm not pretending. Okay. I'm not pretending. I'm really literate. Okay. And guess what? If you try that stupid shit, I'm not lazy. I'll go look it up, which is something you dummies don't even realize. Look, man, you're not going to pull over something on somebody that will just say, let me look it up. What do you mean by this? I'm not insecure. If you throw some shit out that you say reciprocator, right? Oh, you're trying to be fancy. Reciprocator. What does that mean? Oh, the thing speaks for itself. Okay, so what do you mean by the thing speaks for itself? Oh, that's what he means? Okay, so what is he trying to communicate? Oh, and I'll sit back and think about what you said. And if you ain't saying nothing, I'm going to know it within about 20 minutes. But unlike you lazy bums, I'm going to actually spend the time to do that. Right? But you guys think, what these guys rely on and Eddie Hearn relies on, they rely on people just taking them blindly at their word. Ooh, AJ broke all the records at Madison Square Garden. What records? Who? Oh, he broke the fastest ticket sales. Who else performed at Madison Square Garden? Big Madison Square Garden events. Google big Madison Square Garden events. Oh, Ali Frazier 2 was there. Muhammad Ali, Michael Jackson's 30th anniversary was there. The New York Knicks played there in the finals. So you're saying that his tickets were hotter than theirs? I don't believe you. See, but once you say that, you don't always have to know things right off the top of your head, man. You don't have to. But if somebody says something to you, you can take the time to go figure out what they're saying first. What are you saying? And then, is what they're saying true? So when somebody said box rec, I called up Blood and I was like, box rec, I know it's trash, but hey, can you look at these figures? Because he's good at math, right? And we had this conversation. Yeah, this doesn't make sense the way that they're doing this. But then we got off the phone and I went and I read the algorithm. I read the equation, and I read the factors in the equation. So now I actually know how BoxRec makes their decision. Somebody came to me and said they take into consideration everything, whether it was a title fight. No, they don't. They do not consider. They don't take into consideration whether it was a title fight or not. They take into consideration recent opponents. No, they do not. All they do is subtract points from you if you've not fought in 18 months, but that's the only determining factor about whether or not you lose ranking points. You have to stay active 18 months, and they decided that that's arbitrary. But I actually know how they run that. I actually know because I read it. I'm not going to listen to Eddie Hearn and then just jump out here, dude. Okay. And what you guys do, because you work for Eddie Hearn, you got to do that. Boss say, say it. I got to say it. Boss say it. I got to say it. Do you remember another one they used to say? This is another one they used to say. This is one of the first ones I caught Eddie Hearn in. He used to say that the reason that Anthony Joshua does not want to fight in the United States against Deontay Wilder is that they want the UK fans to get their first to see them fight for the undisputed title for the first time in the UK. And they were running with it. You saw it in everybody's comment section. That was why. Until you point out the fact that that's not true. The Muhammad Ali was the undisputed unified heavyweight champion of the world, and he fought Henry Cooper, I believe, in 1966. in the UK. That's not a first. It happened 40 years ago. Muhammad Ali did it. Henry Cooper is a British boxer who fought for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world in the UK against Muhammad Ali. Do you think that any of the people that were repeating that dumb shit ever actually looked at the record of Muhammad Ali? Or actually looked and said, okay, where have all the heavyweight championships been? That's easy. You can go to BoxRec for that. They'll actually have it. You guys are terrible. You're terrible and you're lazy. More importantly than being terrible, you're lazy. But these people, they can't do the research, because what are they going to do? Go to Eddie and say, Eddie, we can't say that. That's not true. Eddie be like, I know it's not true. Say it anyway. 50 years ago, thank you, 50 years ago. The more this psychotic fanboy nonsense I see, the more I pray Miller can miraculously upset AJ and silence these fools. Dude, look, man, what goes around comes around. Yeah, Reese Mack, that's what you use BoxRec for. And BoxRec tells you that. They're a record keeper. They're not a sanctioning body. They're not a rating organization. They're not a rating organization. It doesn't say we are the official rankings keeper of boxing, and they're not even the official one. Okay? That's Fight Facts. But they say they're a record-keeping organization. That's what they do. They keep the records. And since they have the records, they can run an algorithm on their database. That's it. And guess what? They don't want to invest any money in it. It doesn't mean anything. So instead of having some real thought behind their rankings, they just automate it and give it to you as an extra feature that you can play around with to keep you on the site. That's it. Another reason to go there so you can watch the advertisements that are on their page. That's all that is, man. Echo chamber. I don't know what you're talking about with that. What's going on, Antonio Mendoza? But look, man, I'm going to get out of here, man. I got to try to get my son to basketball practice. Hey, it was fun blasting you clowns. Don't come over here with this stuff, Eddie. And Eddie, I'm sick of you, dude. Sick of you, Eddie. You scared of Blue Blood Sports TV. I done heard the rumor. AJ will not be interviewing with YouTube channels. AJ is not going to interview with YouTube channels. I don't want to interview you, Anthony. I don't want to. I want to see somebody catch you taking the subway to the fight. That's what I want to see. I want to see somebody film you get on the subway with nobody around you. Fuck out of here. Hell no, dog. These boys be crazy. Oh, anonymous guy. Another algorithm in the UK. Barb judges viewership based on 4 people per TV, but somehow 6 million Brits or 1.5 million households paid $20 to watch AJ fight when only 11 million watched the royal wedding free. Hey, dog. And they know those ain't the ratings. They know that's not the rate. That shit's good for a metered rating. It's not good for an actual number. They estimate probably from the metered rating. They be lying, man. We don't need it. Don't need the hype, dog. Don't need the hype, okay? We don't need the beat. We don't need what's that group? What's the name of that group? You don't need to try to convince me that the Backstreet Boys are better than New Edition, okay? I don't believe it. I don't need that Backstreet Boy hype job shit. Okay, that's what y'all are running. You're running a Backstreet Boy hype job. Anyway, it is what it is, man. I had to do it. Who dissed you? Who dissed you, Hyphy? Oh, you ripped him up? Man, hey, dog, we'll do it. You know how it go. Oh, yeah, the cats be killing you. Hey, man, and we're still free to get clapped over here because I think these dudes are for real trolls. I want them going. I ain't gonna lie. I suspect you're a troll. I don't, because don't nobody care about Anthony Joshua that damn much. Stop. Yeah, he said, publicly he said, don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. You're a bastard. No, I'm not, dude. My parents were married, man. No, my family's married. See that? That's marriage, man. My dad and mama. Hey, mama! My mom and daddy are in the other room, dog. Been married since 1959. My parents have been married just about 60 years. Yeah, they've been married 60 years. I've been married 20 years. 20 years, going on 20. I got an 18-year-old daughter, and I got a young son, 12 years old. No divorces, no separations. I'm not a bastard, dog. I'm true-born, buddy. True-born. Now, I don't have a problem with people not having, their parents be married when they have it. All that means is, your parents weren't married, right? Better that than stupid. Stupid and petty. AJ more popular in the U.S. than Wilder. Oh, yeah, of course he is. Of course he is for browsing. Sure he is. That's where you tried to go to. But backpedal it off of the Michael Jackson, okay? Dummy. Hey, dummy. Don't jump all the way to Michael Jackson, okay? Now, if you want to say AJ's more popular than Deontay Wilder, for the sake of this conversation, you can do whatever you got to do trying to make that argument. But the next time they try to make something up to prove that, don't jump past Michael Jordan, okay? Don't jump past Muhammad Ali. Don't jump past Bruce Springsteen, okay? Don't jump past Beyonce. Don't jump past LeBron James. Don't jump past Tiger Woods, okay? There's a lot of people. There's a lot of athletes in America that are more popular and more well-known than Deontay Wilder, okay? There are. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is more well-known than Deontay Wilder is. Probably Canelo Alvarez too. But if you're going to try to jump Deontay Wilder, make sure that you don't jump Jesus Christ, okay? Because there's a Bible in every hotel in the country, in churches on every corner, okay? Don't exaggerate. And that's what you did with this. You exaggerated. And when you exaggerate, then people got to look back on the other things you say and wonder whether you were exaggerating on other things, okay? But for a browser, stick with that. But if you're from the UK, shut up because you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. How would you know? Are you from here? How many Americans do you know? I know thousands. Ready access to them. Now, Kelvin, now you're back to reality. Now, come on, dial it back, son. Dial it back to his resume, sucks. There you go. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Rewind. Michael Jackson, the guy that AJ is more popular than? Michael Jackson, the guy that Anthony Joshua is more popular than? Whose fight is now outperforming? Right? The record, the guy that AJ, whose records AJ beat, Michael Jackson, he had this shit called a moonwalk where you just slide on back from where you were. Moonwalk your ass up off of that because you sound stupid. And nobody with any common sense is going to believe it. Okay? Moonwalk your ass. This is the way which we're going to do. Moonwalk your ass back up off that point, boy. Because you sound stupid. Okay? When the fight starts, they will enter the arena still be empty. Oh, the old record was GGG versus Lemieux. They have only done pre-sale since 2005. GG Lemieux sold out and did 150,000 pay-per-view buys. So what? So what? So what? What are you telling me the record for? What are you even telling me the record for? That's a meaningless record. It's Gennady Golovkin? Now that's what you think that means? Gennady Golovkin. That's the record he broke? Gennady Golovkin's ticket scalping record? He beat Gennady Golovkin's ticket scalping record. Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin's probably not. Man, Gennady Golovkin's not popular. Gennady Golovkin, David Lemieux. That's what you're going to hang your hat on? Gennady Golovkin, David Lemieux. Really? Really? Take your ass to the Barclays Center and shut the fuck up. What are you trying to insinuate with that record? That's the other. You talking about the Gennady Golovkin with the 28, with the 22 title defenses? That Gennady Golovkin, the other hype job, the guy that had 22 major championship title defenses, although he only really had 8. Come on, man. That's the record. That's the record. Oh, Bayside, you're agreeing with me. Yeah, I knew you were. I knew you were, Bayside. Forgive me. I'm cool. I know what you're talking about. But that's the record. I'm not dissing you. Somebody told you that, right? I heard that mentioned before, but I'm on what you're trying to imply. So if hey, it's comedy, man. I got to get out of here though, man. I got to do stuff. I got to do some stuff, man. I don't usually do these on Saturday, man, but I swear to God, man. First of all, rest in peace to that young lady. I can't remember her name right now. Forgive me, but it was a young lady who killed herself. She had a YouTube channel, and she trolls were abusing this young lady so bad. Her parents said she killed herself. She had like a Twitter channel. She had a YouTube channel, and there was so much abuse that she got from people that this young lady, she didn't look like she's older than 14, 15 years old, killed herself. It was really, really sad. Not going to mention her name because it didn't really, I saw the girl, the situation, the name didn't register for me. But it's just a really sad thing, man. So, I was just happy, man. Like when I thought that, I was like, you know what? These trolls really get on my nerves. And I remembered that a lot of these people really aren't. They're really not people with opinions that matter. Like, for example, you guys that are trying to even make any way, shape, or form argument that Anthony Joshua is some popular fighter in America, or that people care about this Anthony Joshua Dillian White fight, and they want to tear down Deontay Wilder or tear down other people because they got different opinions than you. You're probably suffering a lot at home. You either work for Anthony Joshua or you're suffering a lot at home. But definitely don't come on my channel trying to throw around Descartes and existentialism thinking that you're going to outsmart somebody. I took the courses. I remember what it was. I remember existentialism. I remember what that meant. I know what that actually means to think. I think, therefore I am. I know what that is. So when you did it, I just looked it up real quick and reminded myself, what's the relationship between existentialism and Descartes? Oh, there's not. They disagreed with each other. So this guy just pulled out 2 fucking philosophical phrases. He didn't understand what they meant and tried to impress me. You're a bozo. Just like you guys that are trying to turn around and convince somebody that Anthony Joshua, that you can pre-sell 13,000 tickets and somehow that means that fans are interested in the fight, when all you did is move it off of one purchasing platform and stick it on another one. And now you're going to sell it later. All that means is you're not going to sell it. You're not selling them through Madison Square Garden. You're selling them through StubHub. And StubHub set their tickets ahead of StubHub set their tickets to the side, or Tully, whatever it is, stuck their tickets to the side before they were available to the to the actual fight fans that are going to sit in those seats. I doubt that anybody that is actually going to watch that fight already have their tickets because they're pre-sold. The answer to this problem is in the whole pre-sold thing. But you're hoping that people don't understand what pre means, before, whatever, or whatever phrase it is. You're a fucking con job, dude, and I don't know nobody got no time for you, man. Except for I got time to bust your shit up and then let everybody else know, because sometimes, like within the LDBC, I pride myself on this, right? Just so you know what I think my role is in the LDBC. The one that I like to take the most is I like to listen to what people say, really listen to what they say, do the research on the political issues or the social issues, do the best research that I can, debunk your lies, and then let everybody else know in the LDBC exactly what it was. So like when you did your $50 million contract crap, we just pulled out the knife, chopped it up, broke it down, and let everybody know why Eddie was lying. Love to do it. Scrapbook Boxing likes to focus on historical fights, blue blood interviews. 78 Sports TV does a lot of opinion videos, and just Black Fight Fan TV, they do a great talk show. Everybody does their own thing. But what I like to do more than anything is when you schmug fuckboys try to act like you're more educated than somebody else. If I don't know it, I can figure it out pretty quick. I know how to do research. I know how to explain to you exactly what the ticket scalping scam was that Eddie Hearn was running, and I predicted that they wouldn't sell out their next fight because now they didn't have any incentive to do it because they could only mark their tickets up by 10%. Why would anybody waste their time with that? Because you're probably going to be paying a processing fee to get them. So now you're dealing with margins of 2% on a ticket. So if you don't get rid of them all, you're going to lose money. That's why AJ didn't sell out Wembley. And it didn't all have to do with just Povetkin. It didn't sell out because it wasn't in the secondary ticket market's interest to buy all the tickets up because they could only make a 10% profit. And after their expenses, they risked losing money on it. So they said, no, it's not a safe bet. If I can make 50%, if I can mark a ticket up by 50, 60%, 100%, then I don't even have to get rid of them all. I can wind up giving them away, but I can still make money off the tickets that I sold. And that's why they did it. And why they did it before, but they didn't do it with Povetkin. And now they're here doing it. A bunch of other people are doing it. But if Madison Square Garden said you can't resell these tickets by more than 10%, then AJ's shit would be right at the box office waiting for people to walk up and buy tickets or buy it directly online from Madison Square Garden or whoever they outsource their ticket selling application, their ticket selling processes to. But we're not stupid, man. And anytime you come over here talking about somebody stupid, dog, don't talk about me being stupid. I ain't the one. I'm not. And I'm not a bastard, thank you very much. Mom and daddy been married my whole life. Fuck off, bozo. Adewale. He always coming up in here talking crazy. Oh, Adewale. No. You didn't. You're the wrong Adewale. I'm sorry, Adewale. I'm so sorry, Adewale. He said, AJ, the next American president. Thanks, dog. I'm sorry. I thought you were another cat, man. I'm sorry. It's you. I apologize, man. I got the wrong guy. Peace to the LDBC. Peace for Nod. Peace to all y'all too, man. No. Don't block. Definitely don't block out. Don't block him, dog. Matter of fact, Adewale here, man. Adewale, you modded up, dog. Please don't abuse that. God, I think you a regular cat. I'm gonna take a risk on that one. But appreciate you, man. Nah, Adewale was just joking, dog. Adewale was just joking, man. Salute to you guys as well, man. All right. And with that, I'm out, man. Peace. Oh, I forgot. Damn. I forgot to check the super chat. I don't think I missed. Big Dog Willie. Got them all. Thank you all so much for showing up to the chat. Check out the Patreon if you can. It'd be much appreciated. Oh, I'm going to do Game of Thrones. It's a fight tonight. I want to do Game of Thrones. I was supposed to do it Friday night. I'm going to do it Sunday. I'm going to do Sunday night, Game of Thrones. I'm going to do a live stream Sunday night, Game of Thrones. I'll send out something, all right? First of all, the Supernaturals. Those guys don't do live streams. They don't get, you know why they don't, Supernaturals know why they don't stoop that low? Because they never have 300 people in a live stream. There's 188 here now. They don't have to deal with 200, 250 people in a live stream. That's why. That's why they don't stoop like that. Because they just put out videos. And if they do a live stream, they'll be talking to 10 people. Okay, they'll be talking to 10 or 12 people. That's why. Cats block people because you got a lot of people in here to come and talk a lot of shit. And they keep coming. And they keep coming. That's why. Because there's a lot of y'all want to come up in here hating. Gee, I wouldn't have to block you. If I only had 10 people in there, I wouldn't block you either. I go back and forth with you all damn day. Oh, yeah, the Spence Garcia thing at 4 p.m. Eastern. Cool, thanks, man. Yeah, we're Ironborn. That's what's up. Always be bop. Ain't playing with y'all. Anyway, man, with that, I'm out. Peace.